It's interesting to think that how it happened, how we became so good so fast. Well, I believe that the rink opened in '63, I believe. And we played against teams from Stewiacke to Enfield, and there was strong representation. And I thought about how that happened. How did that ever happen that it became so quick? Well, the East Hants Penguins were so successful, and it was big. I was at the rink every Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock, and we'd be watching the Penguins, and when you didn't have much to do, television wasn't big, it was everything to come and watch that. So our team, the Penguins and the rivalries they created, 2,000 people at the games every Sunday afternoon, we all really wanted to do that.
A lot of us all played on, I guess they call it rep teams. Back then it was called the rep team, and there wasn't A, B, C, D, E, and how they are now. It was like A, that was it. That was the top of the line. So we all played in those coming up from, I think I started in Pee Wee, and that was basically when we started playing in East Hants. A lot of us made those teams together, and it kind of grew from that.
As we all know, this area was truly developing in the 60s and 70s into, hockey was, when you heard East Hants Penguins, you knew that you were in for a good game. And that team of ours, that midget team of ours, was certainly part of the evolution of the East Hants Penguins.
It was an unbelievable feeling to be able to go into Halifax. Like you say, that's the city. They never liked coming out here in the small barn, and we used to put a pretty good licking on them pretty much all the games. I'd say we won 12 games in a row, and they weren't thrilled with it.
We set records in the league that year for consecutive victories. Dennis was the top goaltender in the league. I played on a line with Charlie Reed and Randy Smith, and we were 1, 2, 3 in scoring.
I would say it was a team that was able to handle the rough stuff, but I wouldn't say we were a rough team. But I think a lot of teams were intimidated to come into the old barn in Lance to begin with, so I guess we had a reputation likely that we could be tough, but I didn't see us as a tough team. I see us as a skilled team.
Jimmy Thompson was our coach. He was rah-rah, very enthusiastic, wanted us to work hard, and we responded. Fred Daw, Robin's dad, was a great assistant on the bench, helped us a lot. George Paley was a hard worker, former player. We had size, we had strength, we had speed. I just look at it and I think, how did that happen? Where'd we get all that talent? And 12 wins in a row, and then won the Maritime Championship against Halifax, Dartmouth, and then to play over in PEI against the Abbeys, and to win all that was an amazing accomplishment.
What made us most proud, one of the teams that we took out in the provincial championship was, of course, the Truro Bearcats. And that was a rivalry that started in midget and carried right through to junior hockey and beyond. There was always a huge rivalry between the East Hants Penguins and the Truro Bearcats. And we were able to defeat them not only at the provincial level, but the runner-up in the province came along and competed. And we actually ended up facing the Truro Bearcats in the championship game and defeating them 3-2.
We were a result of hard work by a lot of people that supported the development of hockey. We were the on-ice representatives of a lot of people. We were meeting in front of Hoskins store in Stewiacke 6 o'clock in the morning, and two guys that were not players, weren't not parents, driving us to the rink for 6:30, 7 o'clock game. And that happened all over this community, from, like I said, Enfield right through to Stewiacke.
Oh, well, coming from a small community like East Hants, all the communities, I should say, it was an unbelievable feeling. A lot of us guys had never experienced anything like that there, but it's a stepping stone from that point on that you want to continue to grow and grow your hockey career to the highest level that you can, because it's an unbelievable feeling.
After, as you say, 40 years ago, it's really a nice memory of that success, and it's not done easily. Your maritime championships just don't happen. I mean, maritime championship, East Hants Midget Penguins. That's I'm proud of that. That was tremendous.
They seen early that you have to have players to replace the junior players, and there was a lot of people had the support for us coming up through. I do remember when we won the Maritime Championship. I used to remember the Penguins had the black leather jackets. Well, that organization bought us red leather jackets at the end, which was, again, unbelievable.
Well, guys, it's been an awfully long time since we've seen each other. A lot of us together, some who are no longer with us. However, it's great that everybody's here. We've been 40 years approximately since we achieved this Maritime Championship. That can never be taken away. It's a tremendous accomplishment, and the team that we had, the chemistry that we had, was the reason that we're here today. So congratulations. I was really proud to be a part of this team.
2019 East Hants Sport Hall of Fame inductee, the 1971 East Hants Midget Hockey Team.